World Barista Championship competitor number 18 from all the way from Iceland, Torfi Torfason.
Thank you. Thank you.
How did I do?
I'm good.
Yeah. Phew. That's
Can
good.
everybody hear me?
I think so.
All right. Yeah.
So, when you're ready, if you raise your hand in the air, that will start the clock.
Okay.
When you're finished, raise your hand again, that will stop the clock.
Okay.
15 minutes are yours, over to you.
Thank you. So, let's just start. Good afternoon. So, at Finca Tamana in Wheeler, Colombia, there is, in my opinion, some great work being done. There, the farmer, Elias Roa, is working with roaster Tim Wendelbo, sharing their knowledge to improve the quality of the coffee. Before they started working together, the coffee tasted a bit woody, but it had a lot of potential. Now, they've improved the picking and implemented a sorting of all coffee cherries before they are processed. And Elias is also paying his workers a lot more to do a more selective picking. They improved and cleaned up the wet process to make sure that the product is clean. And they improved the drying process by drying the coffee in shade on raised beds, and in the case of the coffee that I'm using, which was harvested last November, they're drying the coffee for up to 60 days instead of the normal 6 days. This helps to dry the coffee more evenly, keeping it fresh for much longer. All these changes have resulted in a much cleaner cup, more complexity of flavors, and a higher quality product. But now I want you to taste what excited me about this coffee. I'll be right back with your espressos. Thank you. Just gonna do a quick push. This coffee was roasted with its natural characteristics in mind, to underline the natural sweetness and the tart red berry acidity that this coffee has. It's a light roast, so it has a thinner crema than the darker roasts. And the way the berry-like acidity combines with the cane sugar sweetness, it kind of gives this coffee a kind of red cocktail cherry flavor with a buttery mouthfeel. So enjoy, and I'll be right back with your cappuccinos. Thank you.
Time for some Australian welcome, and clap those espressos.
great way for specialty coffee to keep moving towards a more quality above quantity-minded thinking, paying a higher price for a higher quality product, making our industry more sustainable for everyone involved. But now I want you to taste this coffee with milk. This cappuccino has a creamy mouthfeel and the flavors of roasted hazelnut caramel. Very nice. Shaky. Thank you. Enjoy. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Thank you. Cappuccino has a creamy mouthfeel and flavors of roasted hazelnut caramel. Don't worry, I usually shake when I pour them. Doesn't affect the taste. There you go. Enjoy. I'll be right back.
Time to clap your hands and stamp your feet for the cappuccino course.
started working with coffee, I was a chef. And that has a very big impact on the way I think about and approach flavors and the way I work. See, at a restaurant, you always have everything prepared before the first guests arrive. In the kitchen, we call this to have our mise en place ready. We do that to control the flavors and the textures that we're working with and the look of the plates that we're sending out. I'm just going to check my phone here. Lovely. So, this in front of you here, the setup, is what I would call my mise en place. Here I have everything for my signature beverage ready. So I just want to explain to you a little bit. So in this Kiesak bottle, I have a cranberry foam that I made with a cranberry juice. Then in the big syringes, I have an espresso syrup that I made earlier today. And in the small syringes, I have a syrup that I've infused with red berry tea. All these items take a long time to make in order for them to develop both the right flavors and textures for this beverage to work. And this is kind of like the concept behind freshly roasted coffee. It has to degas before we start brewing it because it has to develop the right flavors. Thank you. So this is just the same. But now I'm just going to add the syrups to this freshly brewed double espresso, which I have in each cocktail shaker. And I do this to give my beverage a bigger body and to lessen the bitterness that develops when you ice an espresso, because I am going to shake it with ice. So. Thank you. This refreshing beverage has a juicy mouthfeel and an explosion of red berry flavors that complement the coffee beautifully. And now it just needs a bit of that foam, the cranberry foam. And when you drink it, I want you to first take one sip straight away to get the foam with the coffee. And then I want you to let it stand for a moment and take another sip or few to fully experience the coffee flavors. Enjoy. The perfect summer coffee drink, and I'm looking forward to drinking it this summer when I go back to Iceland. Thank you. So, remember, first one sip straight away, let it stand for a moment, and have a few more. It's really good. Pleasure, and I hope I'll be able to do this for you again. Time.
World Barista competitor number 18, Torfi Torfason. Barista champion of Iceland.
Thank you.
How was that?
Fun.
You seem to be very relaxed, very calm, very in control. All the right things.
Yeah, but shake a lot during the pouring of the cappuccinos, but I do that always.
I think everybody. Even people who say that they don't shake, you kind of look at, I don't think you pour like that in the shop. It's a pressure situation, isn't it? It's all eyes are on you, and the lovely judges,
Yeah,
judging.
exactly.
So tell me about the inspiration for the signature beverage. Where did that come from?
The espresso, it just when I tasted it, was just, of course, it's a light roast from Tim Wendelbo, so it's very bright and nice red berry acidity.
Yeah.
And the weather is slowly getting better back in Iceland. Hopefully, it'll be better than it is right now. But it just got me thinking about summer, so I just wanted something refreshing.
That's great.
Yeah.
I've said to a few people today, there's drinks that you kind of really want to try, and that was definitely one that I was looking at thinking I'd love to try that. So
It is really tasty.
Good. Is there anybody that you would like to thank? Your team, your supporters, people who've helped you get here?
Hildur, my wife, and my coach, and of course Tim Wendelbo, Tim Varney, and Taylor. So I've had a lot of help.
I think people forget the amount of people in the background of barista competition. It's not just you there making coffee. There's so many people who've sacrificed things to help you get here.
I think you'd go mad if you tried to do everything yourself.
For sure, for sure. Let's have one last go at the name. World Barista Champion competitor number 18, Torfi Torfason.
Well done. Thank you.